Hi, Yas. How are you? I know I'm so excited to be doing this again. Oh, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm just super excited. Like, yay! I'm also trying to be quiet, a little quieter because Bailey's doing an interview. So I don't know. I'm just super. I was working on this. I never showed you guys, but I was working on this a few days ago, and I thought about maybe doing this. Hold on. Oh, rotate. I was thinking about doing this, like continuing to work on this. So I might do that. So yeah, I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. Is I think I'm gonna continue working on this. Um, it's Nakane. Yeah. So I'm actually trying to help design a T-shirt for um based on her little growth in character last week. Yeah, yeah, it is. I'm super excited. Hmm. Yeah. Jake mentioned. Hi, Katie. Look what I get to do again. I'm so excited. Oh, for everybody who wants to know, hold on, because I'm sure it'll probably come up. Oh, snap. Is that Jake? So this is the tablet that Andrew got me. I don't know if you guys can see it. Um, so this is the box. It's a Inspiry, a Huion. No, Inspiroi. But it's by Huion. It's by the same company that made my other tablet. It's just a different type. This is the same tablet that my friend Alana has. Um, oh, sorry. Bailey's. Here. I'll do this so that one I can talk a little louder and I can hear myself and gauge how loud I am. I'll turn my music down a little bit. Um, yeah, Robert. Hello, Robert. Welcome to the art corner. Um, but yeah, Andrew got me pretty much the same tablet that I was. Oh yeah, overall. So welcome to the art corner, Robert. Um, Yeah, I'm trying to regulate and keep an eye on my volume for Bailey's sake. I'm trying not to allow for so much bleed over with her with them doing 8:15. Are you doing things at 8:15? I don't like this song. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. So yeah, I am just working on stuff. Jake's in a book club now? Well, all right. Hi, Scott. I get to draw again online. You get to see me work. Hi, honey. I love the Jake emojis. We need more Jake emojis. Uh-oh. I think Bailey's about to pick a fight with trying to flesh Nakane out a little more. Um, Bailey's in an interview right now, Scott, so he cannot, she cannot. um, so I'm just excited to have my tablet back. And no, Scott, I haven't packed it in. It was just like the holidays, and I knew, and Jake got me a shiny new toy. I'm just now realizing, looking at this, that her head is like not lined up fully with her body. Like it makes no sense. So I might have to fix that, which with this program, it's really easy for me to do. So, canvas. There we go. So I might have to rethink this drawing. I can move her head. This is going to be Nakane, like no head, after Jake is done with her in this goddamn campaign. Just kidding. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is Streamlabs okay? Labs okay? Oh no, what the hell? Ah. Jake broke it. Jake, stop breaking things. I think I might have to pull up my design doll and rethink this pose because something with her head isn't lining up. And it might be something I have to fix in the uh, line art process. That's one of the things, honey, that we have to show Yas when and if she ever comes to visit us is cracked chicken and the diner. Have we taken Jake to that diner yet? We should probably get on that. Because Jake likes food, and I know Jake likes breakfast food, like Andrew likes breakfast food. So we should probably take Jake to that diner. That's what I was going for. Thank you. I was trying to do a head lift on Nakane, and I couldn't remember because I haven't touched this in a couple of days because I was doing a different one with her. So thank you. Yeah. I love it. I love the art slideshow. Hopefully, I'd love to be able to do Scribble Nerds again someday because I miss it and it was a lot of fun. Mostly it was a lot of fun watching Jake just like be over in the corner and then this be him like over here like at me as I'm like sketching out like a full figure like oops like fairy in like 2 seconds. Like, just like, oh hey look, here's the head. Oh, you can't really see that. I'll make that a little bigger. Like, oh, here's the head, and oh, here's the body, kind of, and a shoulder, and then, the rest of the body, and then the little feet. Oops, little feet, and some wings, and, hand, more wings, hair. What game is it, honey? I said visit, yes. But then again, you can't leave if. Man, that's surprising that I did that, honey, and I'm not even one at work and two looking at you. I'm looking at my stuff. And I actually try and actively not do that to my poor tables. Like it's just people are eating and it's very much impossible. Except for when Katie and her mom came to visit. I was definitely doing that on purpose. Scott, I'm so sorry about that. I felt so bad. Like I was like freaking out. Like I almost went out for a drive just to like try and find you or like I was like almost rushing out the door to like run to the bus station and then I realized what time it was and then the lady at the bus station called me and like pretty much scolded me and yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you had a good laugh at my expense with Brain Twin Erica. So, uh, so her horns are also dreadfully uneven, but that's okay. It's still the sketch face. Mistakes happen. Yeah, that was a really, really good idea. Next time you come into town, though, I'll definitely actually take you to grid this time instead of just like talking about taking you and then not going because we were visiting and I just kind of, and then you and Andrew got talking about books. And actually, that was a really cute conversation, I'm not gonna lie. Her horns are still uneven. I'm so glad that I can't channel my inner Homestuck anymore when it comes to drawing because goddamn, I used to be able to draw these goddamn things all the time, like really, really well and very evenly. But I can't do that anymore. I'm going to redo this part here. I really like this playlist that I chose a lot more than the Twitch library one that I was using before. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is really, really pretty. Yes, sometimes I do that though. You guys have seen me copy, paste, flip things and normal things, but usually that's like stuff with eyes um, or like quick sketches, like if I'm planning things. Eyes are really easy to do that. Appendages like hands and stuff are a little bit more difficult to do based on pose and everything. Um, that's actually a habit I'm trying to get out of. Pretty much what's going to help me is lots of practice, and I very rarely draw my own D&D characters. Like I have an idea of what they look in my like in my head, and it just kind of frustrates me when it doesn't work out. Kind of like Nakane's horns here. Um, exactly. Exactly. I could do that. But I'm not always going to be able to do that, especially when it comes to if I'm drawing traditionally. So it's best for me to nip that butt in the head, um, nip that bud like right then and there. Um, yes. I usually just do quick sketches of Nakane, like what you guys have seen me doing in like in Tails Tavern, with just like her face and like quick doodles of her horns, and then just changing her facial expressions. Um, like my quick Nakane sketches are usually like something like this with her horns, kind of like that, her hairline, and usually her facial expressions, which are just pretty much like this. This is her face all the time. Some very rarely is it like this, but because most of the time she's just kind of like, "Why is my party like this?" So anyway, back to this. But yeah, that's generally how I depict Nakane, like on my little whiteboard. Jake, it's doing it again. Jake. Jake, it's doing it again. I've got the giggles really bad. What Scott said. Anyway, so yeah, usually my Nakane doodles are like quick sketches of like at the table of like her and Tell, um, which maybe one day I'll do an actual serious drawing of the two. Um, and that'll be really fun because they are team tiefling. I've also never really drawn like a character really like Nakane before. Usually my characters are a lot more like human in nature, like M. I've done quite a few sketches of M. I actually drew Nakane's mother not too long ago. I posted that on Twitter for those of you who saw it. Um, Tell's horns are, yeah, I haven't really drawn Alina yet though. I've drawn like kind of like a pseudo sketch of baby Alina, but like baby Dragonborn are way different to draw than like adult, because babies I can't really imagine have like their horns and stuff yet. Unless, I draw or Alina and like her, it's not a phase mom stage with like, I don't know, doing something with her horns and coloring them in different shades and stuff like that. Getting off tangent again, just making random scribbles on this layer. I gotta quit doing that or I'm gonna forget about it and then forget which layer it's on. Um, so I'm just kind of fussing with the perspective of these horns actually now, because I just like I know what, oh crap, I know what they're supposed to like look like. Like it's more like it's supposed to be like that, because they're not, because it's more like um So that, there we go. That looks a lot better. What do you guys think? Like this one? I'm super excited to see that, yes. I'm so excited. I gotta redo this other horn now. Um, Alina and Nakane are definitely the first characters. Yeah, like I'd say other than Humphrey, like the first like unhuman, like the most unhuman characters I've ever really created. Um, at least for D&D, Alina was definitely my favorite. She actually, when I first started, like when I first came up with her, she was an actual like literal dragon, like in a role play world that my brain twin and I have done, and that's where a lot of like my characters have come from. Kat, Nakane, um, Mimi, that sort of thing. Scott still calls me that. That was actually what I went by for a lot of years. So it's really fun for Scott, for me at least, for Scott to be here now and like giving, like, still has me under that nickname, because it brings back a lot of really great memories for me. Um, God bless it, they're still uneven. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. Let me just sketch this. Uh, okay. Um, so, um, it was a lot of really, really great memories. Back in my cringy role playing days. I do look back on some of those days like, ooh, what was I thinking writing wise? I should have just kept doing drawings. God damn it, why can't I get this done? This is like drawing horns like this and horns in general and things that need to be like symmetrical is like drawing like one eye and it's like super detailed and the other one's just like like that. That looked like a nipple. Um, this is frustrating. I love it. This is true. Um, this is true. No, Mimi, or I'm sorry, Alina actually came before Jack. Um, Alina was created far before Jack. I actually have some old sketches of Alina, in my sketchbook next to me. Yes, I will show you what she actually used to look like. So she was actually kind of a Amazonian babe. Um, it's not the best drawing because it's when did I go see Angela? Because that's when I drew it. 6 years ago, 7 years ago, maybe eight. I'll have to see. Um, but I did draw her as an anthro dragon sort of thing, like wings, claws, horns, still hair. um, it's not the cringiest drawing I've ever done, but I still really really like it. She looks like a badass in it, so I'll show you that to you. And that was before I knew Dragonborn and D&D were a thing. Like I knew Dragonborn, the term Dragonborn from like Skyrim and all that, but obviously they're two totally different things. I'm also not looking forward to turning her hair into a braid. 'Cause I have never drawn a braid before, so this could be good. And what Scott said, we weren't in the worst of places, actually, in our quote unquote cringy RP days. I would say the cringiest areas of roleplay for me were probably HR. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Robert. Um, with Nakane, she's probably color spectrum. She's very colorful. Her personality is not. She's kind of. I won't say boring, but she's pretty. I definitely try to go. Will probably try going for the character like her, like in this picture having like resting bitch face. Because that's kind of how I like picture her, is having like resting bitch face all the time, and I like that thought that she just has resting bitch face, that she's just kind of developed to like protect herself um, from emotional connections. And then, this fucking curly haired bard appeared all like, woohoo, like we'll be friends. And now that curly haired bard is like turning into like a snake with boobs like this, like her, like that. Yeah, so I'll be getting lots of practice, and I really do need to flesh out these hands. I need to fix this hand down here. But yeah, she's looking good so far. She still really doesn't have a face, like kind of like sketching of a face. I'll put my guidelines back on her. Here we go. Okay. So I'll probably start fleshing out my hands. I think Andrew actually went to go lay down because I know he's got work here in a few hours. Gross. Um, yes, Bailey's fine. Bailey's fine. Bailey is talking about GMing experience with Smunchy and his dude Howl, I believe his name is. Um, or at least that's what he goes by. I don't know Howl's actual name, but that's his username on Discord. So yeah, Bailey's fine. Might need to pull up Design Doll for this pose on the hands. I actually used to draw that way. It's a style for that, Robert. It's called chibies. And yes, that sounds like a blast. Ladies' night at the tavern. That sounds like so much fun. Um, Oh crap, that. I love it. So very manly. Oh boy, Jake is ughing. What's not working right, Jake? Photoshop? Welcome to my life. Welcome to art programs. This hand looks so weird. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Ugh. I hate drawing hands. Hashtag hate hands. Like, just, no. Crap. Damn it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Elfman the Mountain Dwarf. I'm gonna redo this hand. So I'm gonna have to pull up like my hand references, to be honest. So I'll just do my rough hand sketch here, kind of holding something like that. Like I know how to do it, but I really do need a reference for it. Yeah. Hands are just like one of those things that like Carl. Anyway, yeah, hands are definitely a bane of my effing existence. I do really need to do a night where I just do nothing but draw hands. Um, yeah, I got into the thing when I was quite a bit younger of like when I would draw a figure, it's my figure, I would like hide the hands behind the back or like do just like a bust shot where it was just their shoulders or stuff like that. I hate hands. Just like I can draw stupid hands. Like I kind of get the thing. That's kind of a hand. I can draw like paws and toe beans, but fuck hands. Like it's too many appendages. Like I can draw this as a hand, middle finger, like like that. Delete. Okay. Exactly. Unfortunately, with this one, I do want the hammer to be in the forefront. I could possibly have her hand here and then just like hide it with like the hammer, like she's holding the head of it. Like I could do that. Which honestly wouldn't be a bad idea if she's like holding it at her side. So, but yeah, like yeah said, challenge myself. And I know I've got this like great big hand over here and then tiny hand over here. That's another thing as I need to work on is my proportions. But oh, okay. Oh my god, what's going on? Uh, What's going on? Why is this doing this? There we go. All right, see you soon, Yes. Thanks for stopping by. Um, yeah, so I'm trying. My hands are pretty much the bane of my existence, but I do need to get better at them if I want to continue to figure draw, and that's really no excuse. And proportions I want to get better at if I want to like draw pinups, sort of thing. Even though pinups, you can pretty much exaggerate the proportions in a way. Um, hey, there you go. I'm gonna pull up my reference stuff real quick. That's really lame, Jake. They should not have that. Sorry if I'm not really looking at chat at the moment. I'm looking at the reference that I have for this drawing. So you'll have to forgive me. Yeah. So sorry if I go quiet. I'm looking at my reference stuff for these hands. So it's nothing. It's not that I want to go quiet. I just really want to nail these hands. That looks really weird. Oh, I hate that. Oh, they do? All right, cool. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, this hand looks terrible. What the hell is that? Like that looks alien. All right, that's it. I really have to do a hand study tomorrow. Yes, yes. Bailey is doing a lovely interview with one of our viewers. It's very awesome writer. His name is Smunchy, aka Sean on Twitter. If you can like Fallon, Sean Fallon on Twitter. Definitely go check out his stuff. He just had a book that just came out recently, and I know Bailey and the other nerds have read it or are reading it in some people's case. I have not gotten a chance to read it yet, mostly because I think Andrew is reading through it right now. Um, and it's in his car. And it is, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's really cold outside. I don't really feel like going to get it. You has been defeated. What defeated you, Jake, so that I may know in later. Fair enough. All right, Jake, thanks for stopping by and checking in on me. I'll let you know if I need anything. I'll probably just continue to work on these hands and scream about how much they suck. But actually, that's not turning out. This is actually not turning out too bad. And I don't even have my reference. So tomorrow, yes. What about tomorrow? Okay. Um, yeah, we've been meaning to fix that, and we just haven't because mostly because of the hiatus at the holidays, and we just haven't needed to. But yeah. Yeah, that was like news yesterday, Robert. Sorry to burst your bubble, dude. But yeah, I found that out like last night or bye, Jake. Yeah, no, Soldier 76, the Soldier 76 stuff is unfortunately, Robert, not new news. I'm just kind of enjoying the tears of people who are hating on Blizzard for it. I like that. I like that, Robert. That's or Scott. That's hilarious. Sorry, you and Robert have very similar name colors in chat, and the screen for my secondary monitor is not the best thing ever. Like it's supposed to be a 1080p, but the text is very, very little for me, or it's not a 1080p. I think it's a 720, so I can't really see it all that much. I might have to go to my. Oh, absolutely. Like they're so gay that fucking Farah's mother is going. I know Vox ships it like they have frickin' it all over their car, I think. Motherfucker. There, I think that hand is actually pretty successful. Let's zoom out and look. Oh, it's huge. Whoops. Uh Hold on, guys. Let me let me just oosh. Let me shrink that hand right down. Look how much better that looks. Be right back. And I'm back. Oops. Have a good night, Scott. Thank you for stopping into the Erica's Art Corner, and I'll see you later. I appreciate it. It's good chit-chatting with you. I really probably should have put her hammer on a separate layer. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it in a different color, too. Just so that I can edit that separately. Put it in blue. So we can see it. All right, Scott, whatever you say, dude. Take care, Scott. Get some sleep. Have a good night. Ugh, I've only been at this for an hour. It feels like I've been doing this for like 6 hours already. Time is weird and subjective. Sorry, real quick, viewers. Checking on some stuff. Just letting somebody know real quick that I'm a bit busy at the moment in streaming for you lovely people. But yeah, don't we all, Robert? Don't we all? Whoop, this is not my pen. These are my tongs for my hookah. Which, as soon as Bailey's done with their interview, they are joining me for it. And we're probably going to drink sangria. And by probably, I mean we are going to drink sangria because both of us have tomorrow off. We don't really, I mean, they have like some adult adulting things that they need to do tomorrow, and I have a couple of adulting things that I need to do tomorrow. But whatever. Eh, that's why I never really talk to people on those kinds of games. I just kind of ignore them and let them just continually make an ass out of themselves because they look really stupid talking to nothing. So that's usually what I do. I'm gonna experiment with her eyes on this layer. Yeah, that's what I do in League too. Like, I never really pay attention to what other people are really saying. I mean, unless I'm like, hey, you know, just like a quick, usually I apologize. Hey, it's my cousin. Hi, Jade. Yeah, this is my babe. Isn't she a babe? How are you, cuz? So tell me about this game that you want. Yes, yes. We actively um keep track of what is said in chat so that if we have to do the almighty banhammer, we can. I'm just kind of. But look, Jade, I got art tool, paint tool Sai. This is what this is. This isn't Photoshop. This is paint tool Sai. Like, oops. How about you tell me about it? Is it a horror game? Is it a click adventure? Is it an RPG? Is it this awful thing that you want to play, want me to play so that you can cackle at me? Yeah, I got the fancy art program now, Jade. My brother from another mother got it for me. Horror-ish. I'll put it on our to play list. I'm sure not only I would be interested in playing that, but mm-hmm. Um, yeah, it's very nice. The interface is lovely. And I'm having a really hard time drawing this other eye. You know, Jade knows how that goes. Jade also does art. It runs in our family. And by runs in our family, it's pretty much just her and I. Because I'd say Gabby draws, but Gabby doesn't really draw as often as Jade and I do. Yeah, you should have seen me drawing hands earlier, Jade. Like, this. This thing was massive when. Here, let me zoom up. By the time I zoomed out of this other hand here, it was like yaoi hands. Like, it was huge. It was absolutely massive. Oops. Tell me about it. I think I'm gonna do a hand study tomorrow. Not for stream, because Tuesdays are my streaming days. Yeah, yaoi hands. Oh, I got a new pen tablet. New pen tablet and pen, along with my paint tool Sai for Christmas. So Andrew went Andrew broke our spending rule that we have for each other, but it's okay. I'll forgive him because he's kind of cute, so it's all right. Yeah, it's fancy. My other one, the cord broke, just because it was old. he's a good husband. He's pretty cute. I'll keep him. He puts up with my nonsense fairly well. Here, I've got actually a really cool drawing that I wanted to show you, Jade. I'm glad you stopped in. I finished this. Thank you for that. I was looking at it. That's why I zoomed way out. But yeah, I did this in a couple of days. I was playing with the new program. Yeah. Look at in the eye. There's a figure. I need to work on reflective surfaces though. Like I need to put some shine in there to show that it's like reflecting. But yeah, that's another work in progress. My left eye? Okay, it needs to go down just a smudge. Don't you mean the right eye? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, paint tool size nice. There's actually a line art like pen tool. It's it's so nice. Okay, cool. I can actually do that myself. Really? Are you sure it doesn't need to go up? Your right, character left. Oh, okay, okay, thank you. I see what you're saying now. Okay, thank you. I don't like doing this, but I will if I have to, 'cause it's fine. Like that, about there. Like it's really hard for me to judge my own drawings sometimes, especially if I've been sitting here staring at them for what seems to be an hour now. Thank you, Jade. Um, I often, that's what Bailey's usually for, is um, yeah, exactly. Like, especially if I've been staring at it for hours and hours and hours, like everything to me will look kosher and lined up and everything, and then somebody else will be like, "Hey, oh, tell me about it." It's the worst for me, like when I'm actually sitting down and doing the line art, and I'm like paying too much attention to like pretty much the sketch layer, which is just like the basic layer pretty much, and I'm not really like I'm just kind of drawing like lining and lines that are not like there. It's frustrating. But yeah, Nakane is a babe. Yes, that's what I was doing over here, like on her sides, like right here. Like I actually have to go in and fix this now because it's like overworked. Cause like your computer lagged or something. Yeah, these are her arms are uneven. God damn it. Yeah, I love it. But this is off here. Ugh, don't we all? Like I can seriously like draw faces and eyes all day. Okay, for the most part. But hands and legs and like feet, like no. Also, ignore Streamlabs. We don't know what's going on. It's just kind of broken right now. Actually, I don't think, given how she's standing, her arm is wrong. Like this right here. I don't think that's wrong. Because her arm's kind of out. But yeah, Jade, this is usually where you can find one of us nerds. I think tomorrow it's Jake and Bailey's streaming day. Yeah, it was. I fixed the shoulders. This one was like up like a 90-degree angle instead of like slightly slanted. The shoulder's also a little longer. I can fix that. Oh. I feel like I just fixed this. Whoops. Her face isn't on the same layer. Hold on. Hold on. I can fix it. 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 It's fine. It's fine. Look, I can fix. I can fix it. There we go. I fixed it. That was really funny though. I'm a very serious artist. There we go. I fixed it. See, all better. I'm a very serious artist, I promise. Why is this not? Oh, that's why. Motherfucker. It's not selecting the layer I want. There. Disney World. Wait, hold on. I've got a layer for that. Crap. Delete. That's for you, Jade. To Jade. True art. Exactly. But what's really nice is you don't have to like delete a whole layer to get a like you can just clear the layer. Oops. But I'm not going to do that. Look, it's a very majestic drawing that I drew on the wrong layer. There we go. Look, it's a face. Oh, I'll redraw it. I'll redraw it because I erased it. But look, it's just like a face, a hammer. This is what happens when you don't turn on all your layers. I have to say that I'm really not looking forward to doing her armor. Nakane wears splint, and I'm like, fuck. I'll be right back. I gotta get my coals. I'm so glad that you stopped in, though, Jade. I appreciate your trolling. You should come in and bother me all the time when I stream. Um, actually, Jade, um, I'm gonna regret telling you this, but you can, yeah, she wears heavy armor, by the way. Thank you. I had to get more hookah calls. Um, so with Nakane, okay, so she's in our Friday night game with for Nerdolopedia, and we actually stream that at 10 o'clock. I think I've told you that. But you can actually, our viewers can influence the game. Um, so it's a lot of fun. So I think down below on our Twitch screen, there's like bit rewards that you can do. And some of them are like make wild magic happen, that sort of stuff. Yeah, yeah, I had a feeling you'd find it. You can also influence my art streams. Because usually I have like a couple of new canvases open. Yeah, what Robert said. You can also give the GM advantage, you can give him disadvantage, you can give us advantage or disadvantage. One of our viewers' favorite thing is to constantly give Andrew and Nind disadvantage. Um, yeah, I like the little evil faces. Yeah, you can actually help the GM out. Um, which he doesn't need any more help fucking us over. He's pretty good about torturing all of us. Uh, Yeah, poor Andrew is right. We did a horror module, and it was pretty much fuck over Andrew at every single turn. I'll have to tell you about that on a different stream. We do have all of our streams recorded and put on YouTube. So I think our Halloween stream is up there, and that was a really good one. I think you'll really enjoy that story, Jade. It's a module that Jake wrote, and I think he's gonna put it up, like post the module somewhere so other people can run it. But it's really cool. It's like somewhere between like Tomb of Annihilation and or like the really impossible Gary Gygax um quest book where it's like an impossible like dungeon and like the chances of survival are like slim to none. Um so um sorry, I just lost my train of thought, but it was called Tomb of Horrors or something like that. It was a lot of fun. I played a ditzy airhead. Yeah, I played a ditzy airhead magical girl. I played a warlock as the first caster I'd ever played. I directly, indirectly, and accidentally caused the deaths of most of my party members. Bridget also had multiple personality syndrome. I created her for the sheer purpose of the stream viewers to hate her. Everybody fell in love with Bridget. I was really confused. I was really, really confused. Bailey played a dude bro cleric. Yeah, dude bro cleric. And I played a ditzy magical girl. So we pretty much created these characters. I created mine to be hated. I don't remember what, like, sort of thing, but I definitely created my character to be hated. Like, I used the Valley Girl voice and everything, like, picked the most annoying voice in my arsenal, and everybody ate it up. Everybody wanted more Bridget. And one of our viewers got super protective of Bridget. Um, and it was just really, really funny. Like, I was like, guys, I created this character for you guys to hate her. Like, this wasn't my intention, but it was a lot of fun to play. Like, it was definitely um well worth the pain and suffering, and some shenanigans happened. She also had multiple personality syndrome, so I was actually playing two characters in one. So I had two different character sheets and two different this. It was. I don't think I'll ever do that again. So, because we also play with the sanity. Whoa, the sanity condition, like sanity stats. Um, so one of my sanity things was I gave it up to our. Yes, it was. It was very complicated. Um, I left it up to our GM when had to switch personalities. So times when it would have been really helpful to be Bridget, I was Cassidy, and times that it was really helpful for me to be Cassidy. I was Bridget. So Cassidy was the other personality, and I think Bridget was the dominant personality. But um, yeah, we actually just played that game. We just played Eternal Darkness. We make Pargon jokes all the time. We actually just finished playing Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. Yeah. It's somewhere in our videos, but we just finished doing that. We're actually making Pargon shirts. Yeah, we played it. We played it. We actually just finished it like 3 weeks ago. We're gonna make Pargon t-shirts. We've got Pargon emojis in the Nerdolopedia Discord, which you should join. Yes, it's really funny. It's a lot of us just sitting there going, Ulioff, Pargon, 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 until the end of days. The good lord. I could have turned a drinking game into how many times we heard the word Pargon. Um, yeah, Jade, you should definitely join our Discord. You'll get like daily updates and stuff on what we're doing and games that we're playing. If I'd known you liked Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem, I would have told you. Um, because we played it for the channel. Like we played it. We no longer just do the YouTube Let's Plays. We are 100% streaming now, and then we post our streams to YouTube for people who miss them. And actually, the drawings that you're seeing in the lower right hand corner is from another segment that we do for streams called Doodle or Scribble Nerds. So all those drawings that you're seeing, like in the lower right hand corner, I think on your screen, are all things that the staff of Nerdolopedia have drawn. So like the Baba Yaga house was Katie. Some of the really horrifying, like salad finger-esque drawings are from Meg. The more detailed ones are me. Yeah, like that one right there. That one was done by Meg. Um, yes, we did do Mantarok. Yep, we did all of it. Yes. We did get Mantarok. Also, the minis that you see that pop up were done by El Presidente of Nerdlepedia, Jake. So my brother from another mother. Some of those drawings are also his, like the pile of frogs there. Yes. OP as fuck. We've only beaten it once, so I think in our downtime when we have a chance to, off stream, we're actually going to have, because Jake did the first playthrough. I think Bailey's going to do the next playthrough to beat it, and then me, Meg, or somebody is going to do the last playthrough so that we can 100% the game. Um, Bailey's favorite enemy is actually the Bone Thief. I think it's creepy. Jake chose Chaturga. So red. So it was Ulioff. Yeah, Jake usually does that. You should see some of our clips of him playing Dark Souls because Jake loves Dark Souls. Um, and they're always really funny. Ziloloth spelling. No, I think it was Ulioth, isn't it? Isn't Ulioth blue? I think Ulioth is blue. You should play green. I think yeah, maybe, maybe. Um, we'll see. Um, it just depends on who does what. I think Bailey will probably do the Ulioth run, the blue run, the jellyfish run, because that's more their style. I feel like I could be wrong. I could really be wrong. But like we were sitting there like doing like the final like puzzle of the game, and we're like running around like in the old ruins, and we're like, well, we bet this is gonna be Pargon. Yeah, Jake definitely did the hard mode, but he always does. um I don't remember who, if Bailey influenced him to do Chaturga or if he just picked it. I have no idea. I missed like the first chunk of the game, and I came in, I think during like the more Arabian Nights section. I can't remember that character's name, but yeah. So they did Chaturga. Yes, Kahim, Kahim, thank you. I'm really bad at character names, you should know this. Um, all right, so I'm gonna look up armor references now, and I think I'm gonna start working on that detailing. Oh shit, I still have another hand to do. Okay, well, never mind. Never mind. You know, it's funny that you say that, Jade, because we're actually fam. Actually fam. Yeah. After I'm done streaming, or after Bailey's done with their interview, I think uh, they and I are gonna drink some sangrias while I draw for you nerds. I'm surprised Robert has been as silent as he has been, unless he like checked out like an absolute weenie, because he's lame. Bye, Jade. Thank you for stopping by. I'm streaming next week too, so you can swing by. And I think we're picking up another game, for the Wednesday streams. We pretty much stream all week at about this time, 7 o'clock. So, except for Fridays, it's 10 o'clock for D&D. So swing by. Hope to see you soon. Back in chat. Miss your face. Alrighty, everybody. Hopefully you weren't bored during the family talk between Jade and I. Vader 808 is actually my younger cousin. She's closer to my sister's age, but Jade and I have a lot of in common, from like our love of anime to our love of art. Um, I think I'm gonna give Nakane like claws because that would be kind of cool. I've never drawn claws before, so we're gonna see how that works. But that'll be in the more detailed layers. So we're gonna scroll out and see how this hand looks. It's really big again, so I'm gonna have to go into my layers and shrink that down. Oops. I got a new skin, huh? Overwatch mom? I'm very, very proud at how this drawing is turning out so far. Mostly because for me, it's really neat to see how far I've come as an artist, as far as like art. And it's just, I'm really proud of this. Like, that's really hard for me to say, because when it comes to art, you are really your own worst critic. Actually, I want to take a screenshot of this for my art group real quick, because I'm in one. Mwah. Like I said though, I'm still really not looking forward to doing this braid because her hair isn't a tight like French braid. But considering I have it shown for like dramatic effect, like she looks like she's about ready to beat somebody's ass, I'll do it. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I'm definitely gonna have to look up references on how to draw a braid. Um, so right now I'm taking inventory on what I need to do. So I still need to do her armor and her clothing. I need to fix her legs because they're pretty blocky right now. So I think I'm going to do her legs for the sketch, and then on a separate layer I'll start on her armor, and then we'll be okay to line. Yeah, so that's just what I need to do. Oh, and her tail, because she does have a tail. So I'll need to put that somewhere in there. So I'm going to do her legs first though, and then I'll start working on her tail, I think. One step at a time, Erica, one step at a time. Oop. I don't know why it did that, but here we go. Get my colors back. Every now and then I feel like this program like switches my colors. Sounds like Bailey has just finished up um, their interview with Smunchy and Co. It didn't sound like it was as stressful as they thought it would be, which I figured that was gonna be the case. Oh no, that was stress. That was real life stress. All of the joking and laughing. I smile when I'm nervous. I know. It was more or less me being really sarcastic. I just did not do the inflection for it. There, that looks a lot better. They're called headshots. Usually they're one hit KO or a kill. Obviously, Robert, you just need to get good, son. I am bad at playing Widow. In fact, I'm bad at playing any champ in Overwatch. My Pharah game isn't too bad, but I haven't played in such a long time. I really should again. 'Cause I do enjoy it. I'm really bad at it. I like arcade mode more than I actually like real like matches though. Yeah. Here, Bailey, look.
That's a nice thrower right there.
Yeah.
That's a nice thrower.
That's a nice resting bitch face too.
Good child.
The good child. Yeah, I don't know how much of a good child she can be with the shoving somebody's head through the bars of a cage. Considering what the rest of her party wanted to do, that's awfully tame. Torture isn't Nakane's style. M, on the other hand. I'm gonna clean up this sketch a little bit, even though I don't know what the point of that is, because I'm just gonna do a line art eventually. Alright, let's get her tail in here. Oops, that looks awful. I think since I've got her hair going to the left, I'll have her tail swishing to the this way. So there's her tail. So far I'm doing, watch me shoot myself in the foot here in a few minutes, but so far I'm doing pretty good because I don't have so many layers. I'm doing pretty good at staying on the layer that I need to. I feel like though, Robert, everybody hates Widow when they play against her because she really is a huge bitch. Do ogres and art have to common? What do ogres and art doing art? What do ogres and doing art have in common? I have no idea. I'm a little afraid of this answer though. Not gonna lie.
Trappers Wine Company, fresh cherries.
Hmm?
Cherries. It's a cherry something.
That stayed. Oh,
I'm gonna pop upstairs and see if they want anything too, and then I'll be back down.
okay. Don't forget to get a plate of food.
I will once my stomach settles.
Fair enough. I like how you say that and you also have a big old glass of sangria in your hand.
It's gonna settle this morning.
Fair. So now you're about to have possibly a drunk artist here in the next 15 minutes. This is really strong. So you'll get to watch my art go from fairly competent to what is this girl doing? So overall, I think this pose is very strong for her. I mean, it's not the strongest that I could do. Um, that could be done, I should say. But posing is another thing that I really have to work on. Instead of just like your standard standing poses, like there's crouching, there's sitting. I really wanted to do something a little bit more dynamic, but oh well. I'll take what I can get at this point. They have layers. Oh my god. Fucking A. Actually, I've only got 2 layers on this whole drawing, which is pretty impressive for me by this point, because usually I have like 10 if I was working in Photoshop. I'd have like the preliminary like pose sketch, I'd have then the basic line sketch, and then I'd have details. I'm kind of trying a new thing where I consolidate a little more, um, which is actually working out for me with this. I also did a lot of my preliminary stuff early on off camera that you guys did not see. We're gonna get rid of some of these lines so you can see her lovely face a little more. Oops. So her face doesn't look too bad. I'm excited to get into the detail work of her face, her eyes, and stuff like that. So I think I'll do that right now. Here's my... And then there is like this really neat like tool on here where you can like make your own like color palettes, so you don't have to constantly grab colors from your drawing. You can just grab it from the palette. I haven't figured out how to use that quite yet, so I meant to do that before the stream started so that I could um, I think I want to move her mouth up just a smidgen because she is supposed to be like head slightly tilted up, hence most of her forehead's missing, so I think I need to just kind of move this up a smidgen. So her head is supposed to be like slightly tilted up, so more of her neck is showing, like kind of like looking down at whatever she's looking at, which will be a challenge with her eyes because of how tiefling eyes work. Um, Traditionally, they don't really have pupils and all that. I know Tell does. I'm pretty sure Tell does. Um, and while I think, don't quote me on this, that Tell and Nakane's ancestries are slightly the same in a way, like ancestor wise, um, because of how Jake's world for tieflings work. Um, where was I going with this? They eyes eyes. So it'll be really interesting to try and get me to try and get that illusion that she's looking down without the use of pupils and stuff. So that'll be a huge challenge. So we're just gonna kind of do this, and then there'll be some like darker shading here. We're gonna test that out with this. kind of like looking at my own face with my head slightly tilted up to kind of look. And I do have a, instead of like straight on, I'm trying to like illusion slightly head up so you can see like a bit of her nose, more like the tip of her nose instead of like more of the bridge and like here. So we're gonna see how this works out for me. We're just kind of kind of make her horns a little more visible than this pink color. Put in the detailing for that. Her hair. So I hope this illusion is working, that she's looking down is working out. We'll put a collarbone in there for reference. No, we won't. Put a neck divot. So hopefully that's coming through without the shading that I'll need for later on. I do need to start working on her armor soon and maybe her braid details. I'll kind of start mapping that out. I have no idea what's going on right now. There's so much noise in my house right now. What are you doing?
I'm running from my mistakes.
I mean, good luck with that. Here's the base of her braid. Okay, so on this layer, I'm going to get rid of this hairline so I can see that better. There we go. That looks better. Doesn't that look better, guys? Honey, look.
That looks like a gay.
It is a gay.
Oh yeah, I bet you came down here and trapped yourself.
I'm taking something purple, says Dom.
I'm still feeling the effects.
Oh, Meg says you can have gun. So she said yes, absolutely. You know what I'm not looking forward to doing on this, Bailey? Armor. I'm not looking forward to doing armor. Oh, this is gonna be not fun at all. Oh no, Andrew has put a weird rat in front of my camera. She says no. It's like the most well-behaved gerbil I've ever in my life. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
No, I've been in this mode. I know. Well, I'm actually going to
Okay. Whoops. Okay. What are you doing to her? Can she have those? You could try it. Sure, it wouldn't hurt. I think I need a darker shade. Oh well. Here, I'll turn this opacity down just a smidgen so I can see. She doesn't really bite as she does like nibbling. Like, is this food? No, it's not food.
Dairy-free yogurt.
And I guess Dom's too. I should have picked a darker color so I could see. Oh, you are getting the stink eye. Nend, look at Anna. Andrew's holding that gerbil. Look at her. Look at Anna. Look how pissed she looks. Oh, she's so mad.
Punched up.
She's a little ball of hate.
She's like, door open.
No, I think they'd definitely fight.
You guys are disgusting creatures. Shit puree.
Well, maybe with your next ones you can train them to poop in different places. Pavlov that shit.
Just like that disproportionate amount of focus.
Thank you. Thank you, Robert. I'm not done, obviously, with the details on that yet. I'm kind of looking at, like, Nakane's reference drawing in itself to kind of figure out her armor. I'd say it's working out fairly okay. Like, not... I'm not, like, the foremost best artist when it comes to armor, because I've never drawn armor before, but, you know, considering that this is my first time, I'd say this is not a bad attempt.
But it's thrown in. It's probably your I'm aware.
Yeah, kind of. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Robert, with like her horns being how shaped as they are. I'll be right back. Hey, yeah, Jake, I am. Look. Yeah, I am. I'm going back and forth between like armor images on Google and references stuff like that and Sarah's image. Hopefully Sarah doesn't mind. I probably should have asked. But it's just reference. I'm not like copy pasting. And I'm adding Nakane's cloak of protection too. You know what I can draw of it. Oh, you are? Oh, never mind. All right, cool, Jake. I'm using that. Ah, true. True, true. Yeah. For this being my for this being my first time drawing Reimer, I don't think I'm doing too bad. I mean, I haven't gotten into the real like nitty gritty like shading and detail work, so I'll probably hate my life when I get into that. Not to mention the line art, but you know. Actually, it's probably that cloak of protection is actually probably on like here, like under her shoulder plates. And besides, Jake, I've only been streaming for like 2 hours, and I've gotten a lot done in 2 hours. You have to admit that. Like this was bare bones, very bare bones when I started. Whew. That's strong. Yeah, but you and I both know that I draw fast. Well, the initial sketching phase is always really quickly for me. The lining and the coloring, not so much. Oops. Well, hello there, Scott. How are you? Yeah, Bone Lich.
Which guy?
Bone Lich. be right there. Ah, that mug's closed.
Scott?
Yes. Hello. Yes, it is Nakane. Yes. She's getting ready to smite a bitch. See you in a second, Jake. Yeah, Jake's here. Yeah, he's got to get something to eat. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. So, oh, how have you been, Scott, on this very lovely day? Well, it's been cold out, but you know what I mean. Welcome back. Any cool new mansters lately? Ooh. What'd you get for food? Yeah, you live in a very windy state, though. I feel like. I mean, we're not much better. Like, it's not much better over here if you live, like, on the coast of, like, the Great Lakes, but good lord for you. Oh, that sounds good. We had fried chicken. It was really good. Yeah, Mackinac Strait is really bad. Lake Huron too, like the coast of Lake Huron, that's really windy. I remember it being, at least I remember it being fairly windy. Man, I'm looking forward to that during Yep, see, Robert's a believer now. All right. I think I'm pretty good on my sketching. So I think I'm pretty good, like starting good to start um my lining process. I'm a little scared about that. I mean, that would be an easy way for you to come visit, Scott, is just, take Lake Michigan and then take the ferry over. Shit. Yep. Scott here lives in Wisconsin. Ah, crap. There we go. Commissions for what? Oh yeah, I know you've got your book cover. I know your book cover is one of them. Ooh, I don't really like those face lines. I don't like them at all. Ugh. I'm gonna redo those. Oh, for your book? I think I got that. I hope I didn't delete it. I think I may have saved it. I hope I didn't delete it. I'll have to check. I may have accidentally deleted it. Okay. I'll have to double check. I'm sorry that half my emails that I get are spam. I know, right? Exactly. So whenever I receive emails from you, it's weird because I usually just get, whatever you're working on Discord. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it always the left side I struggle with?
I had a couple fried and a chicken beef.
Yeah,
That's all I can eat right now.
I'm working on I'm working on lining this bitch.
I'll be there before you do.
Screech.
My pod's very pleased with me.
You're who?
Kyle.
Oh,
Apparently he's been lamenting to my mother about how I have this education. And that I'm a good writer and that.
yeah, my dad laments that too. Ah. Ah.
And now it's good job, baby.
Yeah, my dad laments that
Now
too.
I get it. I'm so proud of you. It's about time.
And then
Blah,
he,
blah, blah.
lucky you. My dad and I usually just argue about why I'm not putting my degree to use, and I tell him I don't care. I kinda am right now, just not in the same way.
Looks like you're taking the thigh really well.
Yeah. It's a lot easier for me. Oops. Jake is struggling with the Streamlabs bot.
What?
It's really funny. Like, it spammed like a few minutes, like a while ago. See if I can find it.
What's that?
Oh, it's not there anymore. But it was just like, it was like Streamlabs was doing like this. But that's a viewer. But like, it was like literally, like this, boom, boom, boom. So,
I'm gonna just fucking kidnap this for a bit.
that's
And you
fine.
can deal with it.
That's fine, dear. I'm struggling with these,
God, the body
this.
on those horns is so good.
I know, I'm struggling. I'm like, why did I do this to myself? Because it's this on the left side and then this on the right side. Like it's like the same area on both horns. But I've always struggled to draw on the left side of my image because right side, right-handed.
Scalpel thing.
Yeah, because that. So I'm like, fuck, dude. I'll just take my time and fix my mistakes wherever they lie. Ooh, that shaky line. It's a very shaky line. I'm so out of practice, guys. I'm so out of practice. Not that my line work was anything to brag about before, though. But it's a work in progress. It's fine. It's fine. Ugh. Dick line right there. Dick stroke. Dick stroke! God, I'm glad our channel is 18 and up. Because our channel would not survive
No,
with
no, it
me
wouldn't.
doing art
It wouldn't
streams,
survive with me existing.
or Jake, or Andrew. Oof. That was rough to look at. Oh god, why? Come on. I can't.
You got me there. We've been drinking, and the sergeant drugged us, basically.
Again?
Yeah,
When are you guys going to stop trusting him?
her.
Or-
This time we didn't know we were being drugged, because the corporal was in on it. Also, we didn't know they were in jail here.
Oh,
Um,
that's strong for me.
we had drinking
Ooh.
match, and now there's a brawl outside.
Okay. It's okay. The more drunk I become, the better these lines will look. That's kind of my theory. I got an idea. Oops. Oops. Let's see if this is better. This didn't work in Photoshop. We'll see if this will work for me in Psy with the slight line correction that they give me. It worked! Kind of. I'm very proud, Bailey, of how her armor turned out in the sketch process.
Yes, queen.
And Elton has knocked someone out. The guy who ran up and kicked him in the fucking dick. Which is, not approved of. So he punched his lights out.
Sounds like what I would do if, I had a dick.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that I know that that little thing works, I think I'm gonna redo this little schmidgen that actually covers this stuff and it's voiced by. Jake, will you send me that link then so I can take a look-see at that? What I meant to do before I did my started this stream tonight was go through a bunch of like tutorial videos on Psy. So that would have been really helpful. And guess what my dumbass didn't do? Look at the video tutorials on Psy. Because there's a couple tools on this program that I want to learn how to use, like this make your own palette for colors. Yeah, yeah. So because that would be really helpful. I know. This pen is so much better. This pen is so much better
Oh, I love it.
for the pressure.
I love it.
I know. Like and it won't go any larger than what the one I have selected is. So it'll start off really fine and then it'll only go to that point 0.3
Yeah, I thought you'd like that about Psy.
instead of like guess.
No, Psy is great.
But I still think I'm going to use Photoshop for coloring. We'll
That's
see.
what I did.
Yeah.
And then I went back to Psy for my blending.
Yes. But I think for now I'll play with just Psy for now cuz
You might like it because you're better at painting.
yeah,
I'm
cuz
not.
this is my main reason for maybe sticking with Psy with both. And finishing project that I started in Photoshop, finishing them in Psy cuz I can port them over.
My only nitpick for you,
Mhm.
why you got true white in that eye?
It's a work in progress.
Okay.
I haven't finished it.
All right.
I have not finished. I don't have true anything anywhere else except for there. That's still only canvas. I haven't finished. I was going to look up tutorial on eyeshine, how to do that, so that this is more dynamic. Don't worry. I'm not done yet. I just didn't want to touch it anymore that night because the shading was giving me some probs. Because my hand, while my drawing style is very cartoonish, my coloring is painter. Correction tutorials. It's in German. Oh, never mind. I will figure something out for that.
I'll find one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, there's a couple that I'm sure I can pull out. I'm sure I can ask Bass because Bass uses Psy. I'm pretty sure. Like 80% sure Bass uses Psy. Yeah, I can't see where the text from this. Oh, chatbot. Okay, never mind. I misread. Sorry, I've got alcohol in me now. I plead the fifth. Like I said to like I said before, the more I drink, the better these lines will look. And then I'll probably look like sober me. I'll look at this later and be like, whoa, excuse.
Drunk, edit sober.
Yep, that's how it works. I'm pretty sure Scott's come up with his best pieces when he's been drunk.
That sounds like Scott.
I mean, Tess's dick. I think was drawn on several drinks of rum. Mushroom Girl was drawn drunk. Are you fucking shitting me? The Mushroom Witch? Is that what you mean? Because I'm gonna drive to Wisconsin and throw your skinny ass out a window. The head and the legs. Okay. Okay, I'll let that one slide. But god damn. So is it sad, Scott, that like for the next convention, if I see you at one, I don't really want to do convention stuff with you? Like maybe go to one hentai panel because 'tis tradition. But maybe just like find a corner and draw. That could be fun instead. Actually, yeah, Bass does use Psy because I remember this. That would be so fun. Like if
Where is Sassy?
he hasn't been drawing lately. He's been doing moving stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he's been working a lot, waiting on his inheritance that he's getting. Oh my God, look at Tali.
Oh, I'm so sorry though. Inheritances aren't something you want.
Yeah, it was like his great grandma or great
Still.
grandpa. Yeah, this was months ago
Still
or a
though.
year ago. Yeah, so he's been waiting on that, and then he's been trying to like get a better workspace and stuff like that. So yeah, He's like, I want to draw again. I was just talking to him not too long ago. I'm like, hey, long time no talk. Where have you been? Yeah, we really, really are. Uh, Jake, what the fuck is that message? You're an asshole right here. Right here, Jake. This is for you. It says, the only tiefling that doesn't want in everyone's pants something to do with wild magic. Played by Erica. Exclamation point Nakane. I'm not wrong. You're not. You're not. But when we do that one shirt, Jake, we should definitely send one to Rue. Or, yeah, Devin. Devin Rue.
Nakane doesn't need a map anymore.
Nakane doesn't need a map. Level up. No longer needs a map. Tell gives Nakane the sex talk. That'd be actually really fun.
She's not even drunk. Everyone else is.
Yeah. Scott, I don't think I'm going to ASIN this year. Maybe we'll see. I don't really have inherent plans to, and that's the only convention I know that has a hentai viewing panel, unless they got rid of that. I haven't been to ASIN in like 4 years, 3 years. Pretty much since I've moved to Lansing, I haven't been. The last time I went, Melissa and I were still dating. Yeah, that's the last time I went. I'm not gonna lie, Bailey, I was really nervous about the transition to Psy
Nah.
because new program and how long it took me to figure out Photoshop and drawing, which I was still figuring that out, and now I'm like, oh, I'm never going back. Spashy would be so proud of me because I know Spashy has this. Speaking of, where has Spashy been? I don't think I've seen her playing video games in like a hot second.
The woman is a recluse. You gotta message her first.
Oh, I know that. No, I mean, I haven't even like seen her at all on Steam.
She's been focusing a lot on like adult functioning
Oh,
and her sleep schedule and that sort of thing.
oh,
And she's working on getting things kind of back into her schedule now that she's cut it all out.
I'm very proud of her for that.
She's a
She's good at I feel like Spashy and Scott would get along, but at the same time, Scott is. Yes, absolutely. Especially with me living in Lansing now. Um, we're definitely a lot more visit accessible to one another because there's a lot more like bus stations, train stations, etc. here than there were in Mount Pleasant when I was living there. So the Amtrak station is literally like 15, 20 minutes ish down the road. Because living in Mount Pleasant sucked for visiting friends. And Detroit's only like, what, Bailey, an hour and 45? Something like that,
girl,
roughly.
my brain will slide out of my nose if you made me think about anything.
How about this? Think about.
Ripped out of my nose.
I mean, I have my phone right there. I could look it up, but that takes too much effort.
I could also look it up, but I'm talking to Howell and Smunchy.
Oh, yeah. So it sounded like you. Sounds like you and Howell got along just fine.
He picked at me in the first question, and I reflexively sassed him back, and he went, "Oh, we're gonna have fun."
I'm so proud of you.
When he was like, "Well, what's an RPG?" and I was like, "Oh, it's a game that you do this," and he was like, "Simplify it." So I simplified it, and he was like, "Simplify it again," and I was like, "A game, multiplayer," and he was like, "Okay, that's 4 words, and you're neglecting the spirit of what I'm asking you. And I was like, that sounds like a you problem. I
Was
actually answered it.
I really hope Smunchy was listening in
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
no, I got to watch Smunchy just fucking lose it.
See, you were a little worried about getting along with him for nothing.
To be fair, I can see why there was a concern, but
Mm-hmm.
then there was only fear when Smunchy realized we were getting along.
Smunchy was like, "Oh hell." Yeah. So I have no idea what my convention schedule's looking like. Possibly Youmacon, maybe. Um, I was thinking about maybe hitting up ASIN this year, but I don't know if that's going to be likely because the usual people that I room with for ASIN aren't going. Although Vox did offer me a spot in their room, so I might be going. I might have to get a ticket around. Shit. Anyway, because that dealer's hall. Mm, mwah. So I might be hitting up ASIN. We'll see. I know I'm not doing Colossal Con. I think our plan actually as a big group, and I'm sure Jake would actually be down for this if he's listening right now. Just getting a Kalahari room for like a group of friends, and holy shit, Streamlabs calmed down. And just hanging out for the weekend as like friends instead of like doing the big convention thing. Because I'd kind of like to see what the Kalahari is like without like the huge inflated prices of um compensating for like hundreds of thousands of people. I think Streamlabs is drunk. That was like 4 messages in 2 seconds. Can we like ban Streamlabs from like posting for spam? Jesus. So I think that was our plan was to just like get a hotel room and chill in the Kalahari as like regular guests and not con goers. Ah. You know what my problem with drawing armor is though, Bailey? Is I'm an organic drawer, so I do better with circles and
This is a plan.
and squigglies and fabric.
And you chose none of that?
And I chose none of that. Like I could have drawn Nakane like in a going out outfit, like, hey. But no. No! Let's do the full armor. We should do that. That would be fun. Although I feel like we should probably pick a Kalahari that's. Isn't there a Kalahari near you, Scott? I was gonna say Ohio is kind of our halfway point, actually. Now that I think about it, in a weird way. Really? Oh, you've got the big one. Scott's got the big Kalahari next to him, right? I know. We just have to take a train and make him and Monet come get us. Oh yeah, Wisconsin Dells. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Yes. I think the next time we do a Kalahari trip, we're gonna actually also swing through to see a YouTuber slash streamer named Maddie Morgs, who
Hell yes.
I think that was our plan, wasn't it?
I think the
To
plan was to go not at Colo and just do a Kalahari vacation
Yeah,
in
that's what I was
Colo.
just
Yeah.
telling Scott about. He's like, yeah, I've been talking about that with Nick for years. So we should actually do that one of these days. Maybe my birthday this year. Good 29th birthday. I know.
Your birthday's after mine then.
Mhm. Mhm.
I was like, I'm 27, right?
Yeah, you and Andrew constantly forget your ages. Yeah, I'm a year older than you, and Scott's a year older than me.
And am I older than Andrew? Or not? I forgot again.
You were born in June.
Yeah,
You guys were both born in 91? Yes. You were born in 91, right? Yes, you are older than Andrew because you were born in June and he was born in September. October. No, September. Ooh. I'm bad with dates. Yep, you and I, Scott. You and I were always the oldest in our convention group because I know Quinn's younger than me. Except with the exception of Melissa. Melissa is a year older than me. But and Rebecca. Rebecca, KJ, and Melissa are older than me, and so is Jenna. Um, but yeah, in our like main group, so out of you, me, Mara, Jordan, yeah, you and I were the eldest. Oh, Monet. Can't forget Monet, never forget Monet. Yeah, you and I were the eldest. It's weird. It's weird to think about. But at the same time, I'm probably the most immature at times. It's bad. Especially when I'm at work. I liked though, Scott, that was pretty much our bonding moment at Anime Central was just like Sanji and Buggy at the hentai panel. That was fucking priceless. That was me and Scott's bonding moment, Bailey. Buggy and Sanji at the hentai panel Ace in 2011. Oh, it was precious. It was just all I sat between the character I cosplay now and Scott. It really was. It really was. And I didn't get to do it that following year because I forgot my ID. Like a dingus. Or something else was going on. Oh, I remember why I was rooming with people who didn't appreciate my late hours. Good lord. It was up until the crack of dawn and then going to bed at like 3 or 4 in the morning. Con life, yo. This this line tool is so good.
one of the people on the My Hero Academia Discord.
This is skewed. All right, see you in a second, Scott. Oh, my playlist. My music stopped. I think if we ever did Scribble Nerds again to Bailey, I think.
That would be better for people that are just picking up.
Yep.
Yep, that's why I got it.
Because it has a crayon tool from Egg. Here, let me find it.
Even scarier, but
Here, where is it? Here, let me turn off my line layer. There we go. Crayon. See?
oh my god.
Sounds like they're bonding up there. That's cute. They're watching what? Oh, Vines? Yeah. Oh, of course. Shocking. I know, I told Dom to get his gay ass in here, and he was like, I'm watching Vines. I'm like, here's giggles. 2 seconds later, I'm like, yep. At least they're bonding nicely. Oh, for fuck's sake. Also, Scott's girlfriend is also one of those, like, really intimidatingly pretty women. Monet's fun to drink with. Oh my god, she's fun to drink with. Unfortunately, I'm only her second favorite pair of boobs. Rachel is her favorite pair of boobs. Rachel. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, oh, that's fair. Because I sounded really offended at first. I was like, well, who's your first favorite pair of boobs? She's like, Rachel. I was like, oh, that's fair. As Rachel's like in her Jane. Man, I'm having a hard time making straight lines. Go figure. It's okay. These lines are still straighter than me in this household. I'm so glad you remember that. Shit, I don't know what I was talking about when you came back. Me remembering things. Welcome back, Scott. What are you working on? More stuff for tests or commissions? He said, I'm so glad you remembered that, and I forget what it is that he's glad that I remembered. I don't know why I'm drawing her collarbone. It's under a goddamn shirt. I mean, maybe like... Oh yeah, your commissions, right, that you've got? Yes, yes. Me being Monet's only second favorite pair of boobs. And how I was offended for like 2 seconds, and then her being like, but Rachel, and I was like, oh yeah, that is fair. Because I was in Porum. Oops. God, that my Porum, I was so tall in that costume. Those heels were like the most uncomfortable thing to wear at times.
I was messaging her actually. I said I knew you would have been there red flags everywhere.
I still have those shoes.
Actually.
Actually, I never wear them. I still have like my Porum dress and all that. I don't have the horns you made me. I think they were in a box that I accidentally threw out when I was cleaning one day. So I can never really bring back Porum because I refuse to wear Porum without the beautiful horns that you made me. So, because I'm spoiled.
Hell yes!
Oh, I have no idea what's going on behind me. All the horns deserve to be in the trash. Scott, those were like the most like beautiful Homestuck horns. Like in my opinion, those should have been like the official ones.
You put me on a bad week.
There are some days when I really would love to wear Porum again, just for the intimidation factor that I had. That was like I was so approachable in Aradia, and all that. But as Porum, nobody would come really near me. It was super funny at the photo shoots. Like nobody would come near me. They were like, they like, or they'd like come over and like shyly tell me how much they liked my costume and then like skitter away before I could say anything else. And I was like, okay. So unfortunately, I didn't get to obviously wear porn as much as I liked, because I always seem to get on my Homestuck hype cosplays really late, after everybody else. Um, I have no idea. Um, oh, Dom, 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 Dom. And then if I take off everything but my sketch line. Yeah, I've got to fix this area because I'm trying to make it so that her head is slightly lifted. So I've got like a put like a chin line or something here. Just like fuck, dude. That's why she doesn't really have a forehead either. No forehead. Oops. Because her head's like tilted, but I have no. She has no forehead. I'm like, yeah, they were. Yeah, those horns were absolutely beautiful, Scott. Like, I think everybody, and I just like cracked up. Like, anytime I got compliments on them, I was like, oh yeah, my friend made them for me. And then would laugh, be like, yeah, the only like kind of horns he would never make are like Gamzee horns or anything in the Makara line, and then Megiddo and Nitram horns. And it was just really funny because um, I just cracked up. Sorry, I got really distracted. I got quite a bit of booze in me now, but I'm determined to get as much of this lining done as humanly possible.
Like there was a stupid thing in your experience for trying to find a giant fucking multi-wheel truck you go punch through a wall for it.
Where's your booze, Scott? I feel like you always got some handy. Oops. That's what I thought, Scott. Go get yourself some booze. I gotta fix that collar line here. It's rough. Hey, honey. Ew. I thought you were going for kiss, not looking my face, you jerk. Not in front of my viewers, but I heard you two giggling about vines up there.
Sitting in my chair. Erica,
Hmm.
I'll help you package.
I'm sorry, honey. I think you can handle yourself against teeny tiny Dom, though.
Well, costume depending on what you promote here. This is what happens.
Everybody except.
True. And
I think he'd only seen me as Garrett, so.
yeah, Garrett is playing D&D right now, and Erica's streaming, and she keeps looking over.
No, don't tell Smunchy I'm streaming, because then he'll come like.
Oh, he's been watching you.
Oh fuck.
She said, "Don't tell Smunchy I'm streaming because then he'll scare me." Oh, he's been here the whole time, Erica.
It's alright. I'm reacting better to that than when Devin Rue came and crashed my fucking stream that one day. I like screeched.
Yeah, that was when I looked back at the delay. That you've been there the whole time.
Hi, Smunchy.
We both drink the same thing. We repeat ourselves 89%. And I get to call my mom at now 1:30 in the morning to drink the whole night because I'm gonna get all that out. When I get to call my mom. Oh, you'll probably hear it because Erica's like that. It's only 10:30.
Well, I hope Smunchy likes the doodle.
Yeah, I appreciate. Like I said, I had today off tomorrow, so I wasn't sure if I was even gonna be on at all. Because I can't take it with all that. Mom is hearing.
He doesn't have that much horsepower. Because of more skill.
Okay, then let's start that. Did you tell me your brother? Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Okay, that's why he hasn't said shit. Because I was like, he's like, I wish I could be as confident as you in what he was telling me, but I just can't. And I was like, Jake, shut up. You're gonna owe me a cipher.
Just looked at your hand, he's like, no. Go. Look, you're disappointing her. She wants the pads. Did you just grab him and pick him up?
I just said we have. It's why we make such a good team because we make up for each other's deficits so smoothly.
There's so much chaos going on to my like left right now. I'm trying really hard not to be distracted by like the assholes that are roughhousing in my art space. So
Jake's like, oh, these are the numbers that you use. And he's probably like, sorry. I was facing the wrong way for the ball.
really, Jake, me beat some asses. Me. With what muscles? The only muscles I have are in my hands. And I don't want to break my delicate fingers. I kind of need these hands. I'm actually Sanji in that respect. I actually need my hands for my profession.
I'm into it. Surprise not today.
No muscles get a baseball bat. I mean, I do have a really heavy sketch pad to my right, so I mean, I could use that.
That's so. I'm not gonna believe it for like a week. I got it! I did it! That's so excellent!
Bailey got the job.
It's a probationary period. It's a probationary period.
Probationary period.
You did it!
Good job, sweetheart.
I was right.
Yay!
Jake, you owe me a cider!
Jake, you owe Bailey a cider.
It's cider
Jake says, damn it.
Told you, motherfucker!
He says, she said, told you, motherfucker. And Scott says, congratulations. All right, let's see. I feel like I'm almost done. I'll let you know when I'm done. Yeah, no, Bailey was definitely not kidding. She's actually fleeing upstairs so she's not loud for when I'm streaming, which I appreciate. But I'm probably almost done here actually for the night. Mostly because I'm getting tired, my hand is starting to cramp up. Even though I really don't want to stop. So maybe I'll work on this a little bit off camera, but I feel like if I did that, you guys would probably miss some of the progress. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very tired. It's been 3 hours of streaming. For an art stream, for me, that's a lot. Not for a lot for a lot of people. I know Jake streams for probably like his art stuff a lot longer. But I'm really tired. I didn't sleep all that great last night. So considering I'm about almost a glass of sangria in and all that, I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of with you on that there, Jake. Yeah, I have no idea when it turned to 10:30. Um, I really need to work on my symmetry when it comes to armor, but that's okay. It's a work in progress. It always is. Yeah, this is definitely the first time I put this much work in a D&D character drawing of my own. Um, actually, of any D&D character, really, because I've never really tried. And anytime I feel like I've tried, I've failed, probably because of a lack of inspiration for the character I was drawing. But I've been dying to draw my own take on Nakane for a very long time, and I'm just glad that I'm able to do it, and it's working out really, really well in my favor. I gotta remember where this arm came down from. Right here. I'm loving Sai. I can definitely thank Jake. And Andrew for this because it's really awesome. Yes, I love it, Jake. Like, obviously, it's working out really, really well. It's a true, because while I do love Photoshop, it's more or less um, made for editing photos and stuff like that. Like, people obviously do really cool artistic things on it. We've seen it with Doodle Dudes and Drawfee and all that fun stuff, but this is very nice for what I would like to do as far as commissions. Um, Whoops. Gonna get real quiet here for a second because fingers. Um, so bravo to Jake and Andrew for helping me get better, getting me the tools that I need. Yes, it's an improvement, Jake. That's definitely an improvement. Oh wait, she wears gloves. Why would I do? Why does she have nails? She keeps those shit short. Yes, well, right now I'm just lining hands instead of like drying hands. And lining hands isn't as bad sometimes. Okay, this is where I'm going to save and stop for the evening, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will continue work on this when I stream next. I think it'll be next week, but no promises because of work obligations. But thank you everybody for stopping by. Smunchy, Jake, Scott, it's always been a pleasure. Robert, you too. Obviously, Scott, I'll be online, so maybe I'll pick up another project for our Picasso was a fraud channel. Maybe not. Maybe I will just play video games all night because I've been drawing for 3 hours and almost 15 minutes now. So I'm going to go congratulate Bailey on her position with Smunchy. And I will see you guys on the next art stream. Jake and Bailey, and I probably me will be streaming tomorrow a video game. So I get to give my lovely hands a rest because my hand is cramping. So thank you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye.